All right, tonight the American Red Cross, they have set up shelters across the area. That includes parts of San Jacinto County, also Liberty, Polk, and Montgomery counties as well. And the Red Cross is promising hot meals and also shelter, very safe places for people to be able to sleep. And, you know, a lot of people who were not able to evacuate, have been able to find some shelter at the Red Cross facilities there. Some of them, though, before they evacuated, they found themselves in some high water. And that includes KPRC2's Gage Golding. He's tagged along with some crews who are still out in the flooded streets tonight. And Gage, you have been able to witness firsthand this great work that these rescue crews are doing.
Yeah, Keith, you're spot on. And I want to point out a couple things that Judge Hidalgo said there. It's not just right along the river. Where we're at right now is actually right along Lake Houston, but along the river, that floodwater expands and it goes inland much farther than one would think, so much that these rescue crews, they're using high water boats, they're using those big vehicles, they're using trucks, they're using airboats that you would see down in the Florida Everglades. They're using all sorts of equipment. So the lake has, while it is expanded, it is high, those rivers, think of them as very kind of small bodies of water that are spreading outwards in an expansive amount of space. We've been all over the East Fork of the San Jacinto River from Plum Grove the whole way down to where we are now near Lake Houston, okay? And everywhere we went, we saw one thing in common, and that was people that are evacuating and people that didn't evacuate and needed to be rescued. Rescue after rescue, person after person, and every first responder in our area all working to save lives. In Plum Grove, a high water truck full of people rescued from rising water from the East Fork of the San Jacinto River. And just a few miles down the street, even more, this time rescued by Bo. And what was that like?
It's my first time.
Port Bend County with their high water truck taking a handoff to help this man stuck.
There's not too much water, but like with the 12 o'clock, that's crazy.
And the reality is, many who did evacuate are still in the same boat, leaving behind their home and watching as their years of hard work wash away.
Man, it's tough. It's tough. It's the third time we've been through it, so it sucks losing everything. Now, we'll probably sell this time and move.
Yeah, people forced with that decision, right, that he might sell. He says this is the third time he has rebuilt his home. Many people in the same boat, whether they were rescued, whether they were evacuated, they have a long and tough road ahead. A lot of businesses, too. Check this out. We are in Huffman right now. This is the Lake Houston Brewery along Lake Houston, of course. And like I said, this is elevated water. They're seeing floodwaters. It's not as expansive, but it does come up high. And if we take a look at their building here, you can see they have cleanup to do. They have work to do. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that they didn't lose any equipment inside their building, but that's something they have to worry about as well. Look, I always like to find the silver lining in these situations, and this is it right here. And follow me to the end. We're reaching the peak flood level for many of our regions tonight, Keith. You kind of talked about it. Frank Billingsley going to talk about it here in a minute. We're reaching that peak flood level, right? That means the water is only going to rise just a little bit more. If you haven't been flooded yet, keep a very close eye on it, but odds are you might be in that little safe spot, if you will. However, this is not over yet. While the worst, we're kind of seeing it right now, we're going to remain in that major flood stage throughout the better part of this weekend.